wife and I adopted a rescue. She's a black lab shepherd mix. And she was rescued from a homeless encampment that was alongside a freeway in Los Angeles. One day, my wife and I were walking her, and kids went by on skateboards making a loud noise, and she just lost it. Just went frantic, pulled herself off the leash, and ran down the street. Luckily, she ran home. After that, we were able to continue to walk her, and she still had some anxiety, but nothing overwhelming. This last 4th of July just set her off. Any loud noises, the trash truck goes by, she gets anxiety. But then we tried to get sedatives for her on the 4th, and they didn't work.
Okay, let me go over a couple of things for you. First of all, the dog coming out of a homeless encampment, how old do we assume she is at this point?
When we adopted her, she was 5 months, and she had been rescued maybe 2 weeks prior to that. So she had been.
And how long have you had her?
A little over a year now.
Okay, so she's approximately a year and a half or so old. Now remember,
Correct.
Dogs learn through association. I had this long conversation yesterday with someone, and the fact that your dog was living in a homeless encampment and these sounds were scary. She was a young puppy at that point, and loud noises and skateboards and maybe people threatening the dog or going right in front of her. This is all understandable. What we need to do at this point, and you're pretty much doing it, is recondition the dog's reaction to those things. Now, for example, 4th of July, every dog panics on the 4th of July, or most dogs do. I recommend, as I talk about noise phobias again on the website, when you're dealing with noise phobias, what you want to do is start with the dog barely hearing the noise, and over a period of weeks or months, increasing it gradually, always ending in a very positive association. Now, you can download the sound of thunderstorms or firecrackers almost anywhere online. So playing it at a small volume when you're stroking the dog and playing with the dog and encouraging her will eventually help. Now, does it resolve all the situations? No. There are certain dogs that do need a little help, and you hear me recommend those calming discs, and sometimes that could be beneficial for that as well. Now, think about this. At 6 months old, the dog has already gone through its imprint and finishing its juvenile stage. So those memories, just like our childhood memories, never really fade. We tend to learn to deal with them. So my recommendation at this point is to focus on desensitizing it to the noise using your computer, but also when it's quieter normally in the areas where you walk or where that might be noisy, that's where I would start walking her. And as the noise increases, just make sure that you're encouraging her through the whole walk. And if she does react, don't yell, don't get angry. That's just going to make that reaction worthwhile. Calmly go back to some of the basics maybe the trainer taught you, or just walk on by and just say everything is okay. That's the best way to deal with it. It sounds to me like the anxiety the dog has goes to puppyhood early on. And some dogs at these homeless places are so well socialized because there's so many things going on. But in your case, the fact that it was a puppy, it was more of a fear situation. So the more positive she's received right now, the better she's going to be. So that's where I'd be headed at this point. And if the trainer was not good, try doing some basic training yourself. Go establish it. Make it positive. There are some great books on the market. Let me recommend one. How to Get Your Dog to Do What You Want. Or go online. But basically, I want you to understand that sometimes the background of the memory doesn't go away, but what does happen is they learn to deal with it. Just like I've learned to deal with many horrible memories I might have had in the past. I don't forget them, but I learn to deal with them. And I think that's where we have to be with the dog. And sometimes using that basic obedience in a very positive way reinforces your relationship and also gets her mind off exactly what is making her nervous at that point. I hope that helps you out a bit there, John.
Okay, yeah, it does. Thank you.
This night, give that puppy a hug and a kiss, and bless you for adopting and bringing that dog into your home. What a great story. My listeners are by far the best.